Hi, and welcome to a short introduction to the eTrees editor. I have logged in and I have gone to the homepage, and I'm gonna start by going into my unfinished stories. And before I even open the editor, I'm just gonna make sure that I actually have some assets in my library, because these assets are the one which is going to be available inside of the editor. So I open the library, and here at Serious Games we have already made a demo library. I will press the edit button, and in here I can maybe add more sounds. I can add some graphics like smaller images which can be used multiple times inside a specific slide. You can add animation in the Swift format, and you can add some background images which we assume will be a bit larger images which will fill up the whole background. We have already uploaded 2 images in here, so we have something to test with. So I made sure that I actually have assets in my background, assets in my library. So now I'm going to save the library, and I'm going to go in and open my editor. Serious Games has made this demo story, which I'm going to open. As you can see, we have our slides available down here, which we have already saved. To edit one of these slides is as simple as you simply just click on it, and then we are inside of the editor. The editor has a menu out here, the background, images, sound, and it says animation, text, presentation, and reporting. The reason why this is not currently active is simply because we haven't uploaded any animation yet. So as soon as you uploaded an animation file in the library, this button will be enabled. I start by opening the background. You can see we have a little preloader loading the images that we saw were available in the library, and I'm going to add this to my stage in just a bit, to my presentation. If you don't have an image, it's still possible to add a simple color, just so it's not just white. You can choose basically whatever you want. I'm going to take a little greenish color, and then just to show how the background images work, I dragged it to the stage. And from here, I'm able to scale it. Since this is a very large image, I'm just going to scale it down. And depending on where you're positioning it, this will actually crop the image. So none of the image which is outside of the actual canvas will be visible. So I'm just going to put it there. The same thing applies to what you can do with the images. You can drag an image to the stage. You can scale it down, you can flip it if you want that, and you can drag the same image multiple times, or you can use different ones. That's completely up to you. You can rotate it, you can basically do whatever. If you, let's say, drag one in and you don't want it, you can simply press delete, which will remove the image from the presentation. So the same things applies for the sound. Opening the sound, if you click on it, you can set a loop property, or you can set it to have a delay when you view the slides. It will have a delay before actually starting. I'm just going to delete the sound again and close the background. So the next thing is that you see we have a question up here. Maybe for some slides you would like to have a question before showing the options. So I can fill in some text here. Oops. And you can change the text size if you want, make it bigger. And by scaling this box, you can see if I simply scale it down, it will crop the text. So that's up to you to format it however you would like it to be. And this could also be dragged, moved, put exactly where you want it to be. So this is the question, and underneath it we have our options. You can change the padding of each option. You can go into it. You can choose a font if you want. Choose another font if you'd like that. Or you could change the text size to make it whatever you want. This is individually, as you can see, the other font sizes doesn't change. So this is just for this one option. You can change the background color. Let's say we choose another green one, maybe red or blue, something like that, a little more nice. And as you can see, this looks a little bit weird because we just choose a blue one, but it's actually not blue. But this is, as you can see, the status of this option is set to off. So this is actually won't be visible in the final slide. But to change this, you simply click the button and then it's on again. So I'm just gonna go in here and choose another color. You can change also change the text alignment if you want that. And this can be done for each option depending on what you want. So another way to change let's say the color of this is by going into the presentation menu item, and in here you also have a select color, and this will select change the color of all the options at once. So let's say you just want one color, you don't want to go through each and every one changing them, you can simply do it in here. If you also think that maybe I don't want this slide to have a question, you can toggle the question off here and it won't be visible. We have in the schedule we're working on implementing more views, so you have different option types, like one where you, let's say, have a rollover, but this is like currently work in progress. We do have, however, like a way you can choose between a vertical or horizontal layout. So choosing that, you can see it will go out of bounds, but simply going into it, each option and changing the width of them will make it fit into the page. So this is like your responsibility to make this fit for now. Yeah. So then we have the reporting. The reporting is also currently work in progress, but we have 5 different types of points you can give. You can give a value between +5 and -5. Depending on how you want to rate a specific question. From in here, if you have a lot of text, it would be this is like an easier way to update it. You can simply set the status of each option, and you can input text, which will then update on the front page. This is option 1. So I'm just going to close this, and you can see we put in some text which doesn't currently fit in the box, but simply dragging the line will make it fit there. So if you want to change the next button, you can also click that, input whatever you want. Since this is the first slide, we can maybe put begin. And this is basically it for the... Yeah, and just to finish it off, like when you have made the slide look as you want, you must remember to go and click the save button, which will then encode an image, save it on the server, and we have this presentation now. So you can click the back button, and when we go back, we can see that the screenshot of the actual slide has updated, and that's basically it. Thank you.